Hey loves, welcome back to my space. If you're new here, thank you so much for dropping by. If you're an OG, I see you. So I'm back with another video, and I'm alone on this bench. Last time I had an episode with a guest, that is Elena Kimaru, and you guys, the engagement on that video, I truly appreciate. Yeah. So today I'm back on this bench. So if you are a new person here, I truly appreciate you. My name is Lekia. You can call me Lekia. I love DIYs, I love art, I love fashion and illustration. I do DIYs on this channel, I do bold talks, and just anything, random things that happen in my life or anything. That's why the title Lekia's Touch, yeah? I love to just share and create content, yeah? So today I'm back on this bench all alone doing another very interesting video. And before I get into this video, I have so many things written down here. So, then again, I don't know whether it's me or whenever I decide to do a video, that is when my neighbor wants to sing, they want to listen to music, they release their kids. So if you hear any background noises, kindly ignore. I truly apologize. Ignore. They have decided that today they are going to make a lot of noise, but I decided I'm also going to record. So kindly ignore that, but I'm really hoping that it doesn't pick a lot of background noise, yeah? So let's get into this video. So I have a question for you. Do you think life is made out of repeated patterns? Be it both bad and good. Do you feel or do you think like life is made out of repeated patterns? Because for me, lately, I have been picking a lot of things, a lot of patterns before, things that I didn't, or things that I felt like they meant nothing, or things that I kept ignoring. It's like ignoring red flags, yeah? Be it in a relationship, be it in friendships, just in life generally. Do you ignore these things? Do you feel like life is made of repeated patterns? Or, you know, like for me, I feel like, yeah, it is made of repeated patterns. Both positive and negative, both good and bad, yeah? It all depends with what the person takes, or what the person decides to go with, yeah? So for today, for this topic, I'm going to talk about pattern recognition. I'm going to talk about pattern recognition. And this is because, guys, I have suffered with this. I have really suffered with this, like picking up patterns from people or picking up red flags. It hasn't been my stronghold in life. I don't know whether it's because I make a lot of excuses for people, or maybe I want people to be better. I'll give you chances, a million chances to be better, or what? Or I don't like crashing with people, or, you know, rubbing shoulders with people. I find myself lately, I have realized that I've been ignoring a lot. I haven't been able to pick up patterns or see patterns, repeated patterns actually. So yeah, but guess what? The last 6 months, a girl has been working on herself. And I realized that in life, every experience that you get, it's either to teach you a lesson, like you have to experience something that teaches you a lesson. And it happens to me. It happened to me. And now I can say for the last 6 months, Saizi, I'm very careful with what I'm picking from you. I'm really hoping I don't get to that point where I'll not give people space to get closer, or just because I'm afraid of. But guys, says I can smell bullshit from afar. Yo, I can smell bullshit from afar, because hey, for the longest time I have suffered with this, yeah? I guess observing patterns in people has saved my life for the last 6 months. Observing patterns in people has saved life. I don't know, you tell me, on your end, do you feel like we ignore a lot? Especially, I know people will talk about relationships. When it comes to relationship, it's like there's a cloud of love. The cloud of love will always cover you, to a point that I'll tell you this and this and this, you'll be always making excuses for that person. You'll be feeling like, oh, mnanionea, oh, mnafanya nini. So I have a friend of mine called Essie. Essie has been telling me, like, for me, I tried making friends. Yo, guys, the older you get, the most difficult it gets for some people. I know it's easier for others to interact, but for me, the older I get, the harder it is for me to create friendships. I feel like at the moment I'm doing more networking than friendship. I am content with my little circle because I have a few people in my little circle. I also learned that you don't have to be friends with people. You can be like, in my past life, I can tell you, like, I have a lot of people I thought were friends, but at the moment I can tell, I sit and say like, no, they're not friends, they're people I know, or people who know me. And then there are people that I'm spending a lot of time with, like, let's say in my workplace, those are the people that I spend the most time with, because imagine 7 days, 5 days a week, for 9 hours, for 10 hours actually, every single time I'm around them. Yeah, but I came to realize we are not friends, we are just friendly colleagues. You see, I've been picking things because for me, I felt like, oh, anyone who gets comfortable, I get comfortable with, anyone who can share with details, we can go for dinners, we can go for dates and everything. That's a friendship we're creating. Shock on me. No, we're not friends, we're just friendly colleagues. That is when it comes to work. So I have been picking patterns. As I mentioned, I've been suffering from picking patterns, repeated patterns, or recognizing patterns, and have gone through some experiences that are tough. As I mentioned, I don't like rubbing shoulders, neither do I give a million chances, yeah, but lately I've realized you don't have to give more than 2 chances. If you give them the first chance, they fuck it up, you give it the second time, they mess it up, the third time, just walk. You need to walk away, because hey, you cannot change people. You live there and you expect that you can change people? No. So I'm going to base this video on stories that my personal experience. If you have a thing that you feel like you want to share, you can tell me. Tunaweza hata link up on the story yako, but you can share on the comment section. So I'm basing this thing from my personal experience, and I'll start the video with defining pattern recognition. So pattern recognition is the ability to identify and classify objects, events, and information based on the characteristics or pattern extracted from data. In this space, we are talking about people mostly. Yeah, people mostly, because so we can all agree that we're basing this video on observation. Yeah, repeated acts from people. And the fact, once you start recognizing patterns, you're able to even how do I put it, when you start recognizing patterns on people, you're able to what is it called? Predict. Hey, Lord. You can predict what is coming, or you can predict what is next, or what is about to happen based on that. So for me, I have 3 instances. One, I was in a relationship before. So this person, I'm going to use manipulation as one of the things. So I met this person, we're in a relationship, we're good friends, blah, 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 and then this person tells me, I start noticing like, you're having so much different conversations with people. Like, hey, nowadays you require too much on your phone. Oh, nowadays you're speaking to so many different people. And then the person will tell me, as you always know, I am a counselor. Bruh, what's dating a counselor? Oh, I'm a counselor, so this person is mentally not okay. It's confidential to, I respect that. It's very confidential. So you're not supposed to share details with even if it's a partner, you're not supposed to share details with the person about the other person. But now I notice, like, oh, this person is talking too much to different people of the same gender. But for me, I'm like, hey, maybe madam sisi ndio tunakanga much depressed, and like, but the statistics says the opposite. Men are more depressed, and it's because they don't open up, yeah? Which is so wrong. If you're a man watching my videos, kindly learn to open up. Not just learn to find a way to release your emotions or to talk to someone, yeah? So he tells me, so I'm a counselor. Yeah, I know you are a counselor. So yes, so if you have patience or whatever, it's okay. I respect that. So I started noticing that his communication patterns are changing, his timings are changing and everything, but I ignored. I didn't bother. Until one day, I get someone and he tells me, no, she's just a friend. She had suicidal. This is way back, some years back. She's suicidal, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I feel sorry about her. I felt sorry about her at that time. And I was like, oh, please make sure that she's okay. Oh, only for me to realize that they are actually dating when I'm in a relationship with him, or when we're trying to build something, they are actually dating. You see? So I guess those are red flags that I ignored until one day when I took him for a morning session because he lost his sister. So I went to visit to support him as a good girlfriend. I went to support him, and then the girl calls, and I'm checking, and it's written, Mom Saf. Guys, character development. So it's Mom Saf. A friend picks up because he wasn't around. A friend picks up and the girl is like, oh, I'm so and so from so. We are like, wait a minute, not a mom, not his mom, blah, 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 blah. He gave me an excuse and I was like, oh, I asked him, is this not the girl that you are trying to save from suicide or blah, blah, blah? He tells me like, yeah, it is hard. When did this thing escalate? So he made an excuse. I got mad. We went quiet for some time. Then he came and gave me an excuse. Guess who went back? Guess who forgave and ignored? Then it happens to another person and another one and another one. And at that time, after that scandal, he did not stop talking to the girl. He kept on doing that. That is one thing. So he manipulated me in so many ways, but I ignored the red flags. Zije nimeletwa hivi, yani nilikuwa naona tu flag ni red, na decide hapana, my favorite color is green, so let me just put it green. Oh, my color today I feel brown, so this red, it's kind of faded, or it's, let me say it's maroon or brown. That is what I did wrong. Another thing, the second one is this one is way after immediately after high school. Meet someone, person X. Yeah, you don't know how long I've waited to say to talk about person X. So like use that person X as a phrase. So I'm going to call them person X. So person X, we are this is after high school, immediately after high school, but we have been close until now. Yeah. So person X, we decide like, oh, let's can you do this? Let's say, can we be in a relationship? He asks me, would you be my girlfriend? I'm like, why not? Then we started now having conversations, like, you know, for some time, and then he tells me I'm moving. He was relocating. So person X decides to relocate for further studies and greener pastures, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, yes, we can try a long distance. It started working for some time. 1 year down the line, the second year, in the middle of the second year, he ghosts me. He goes mute. I try, as I mentioned, I try to push text messages, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, maka Snapchat ni text na sijuange hata kutumia Snapchat, everything. Then person X is not responding. I'm like, okay. I finish up my college. In college, he calls me, he texts me, blah, 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 and we start getting again in conversations or in communication. Then he ghosts me again. 2 years down the line, I haven't talked to him. I haven't heard from him. He hasn't reached out in any way or anything. Out of nowhere, I get an email from him. I'm like, bro, unanibebaje. So I'm like, okay, sawa. Hey, I did not know that ghosting is a manipulation tactic. I did not know. So this person tells me, oh, life has been difficult. Things have been happening in my life. This and this and this. Shit has been going down like this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so you think it's all in your life? It's all just your life? Because again, me too, I'm experiencing a lot. This life doesn't come with a manual. So guys, if you're going through something, just take a minute to tell the other person or people around you, those you know that care about you, just let them know. Because you can't tell me at your life you're ghosting someone because life is happening on your end. It's happening to everyone. Life is happening to everyone. No matter the situation, kindly communicate. So I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I'm really sorry. Oh, your situation seems very heavy. I forget about mine. I start thinking about him. So fast forward, we start again communicating. He comes back to Kenya. Person X comes back. We meet. Blah blah blah. I'm like, Actually, I'm meeting you. I'm in Nakuru for today, but I'm going back to work by evening. So I usually work on shifts. So I was like, today we are meeting, but I'm going back to Nairobi for work. So we never spent a lot of time. He tells me, oh, you know what? We can just restart from where we left. I'm like, pause, bruh. Pause. Just a pause. Because in this time, he gives me details that wow, crazy. But who is me? The sweet girl with a good heart. I'm like, it's all right. We can start again. Blah blah blah. Let's see where it goes. Then we start becoming friends. But the second time I moved. I decided, you know what? I'm not going to handle this. Let me just move on with life. Yeah. Yes, I said and okay. Let me move on with life. So I moved on with life. Started getting to know different people and blah blah blah. Then he comes back, mixes my mind again, and I'm like, Then he went back. Then he ghosted me. Like, I've had 3 incidences of ghosting by the same person until the recent one where the person goes mute for like 6 months and then comes back and tells me, you know what, I'm sorry, life has been happening again, that this situation, this and this. I'm like, before you left from point A to point B, you had an opportunity to text me and tell me, you know what, I'm going somewhere, I'm going Namibia, or I'm doing something that I'll not be able to communicate for around this period of time. Courteous, very courteous for you to tell me you'll not be available for this time and time. Even now, if someone, you make plans with someone and you feel like you're not comfortable or you feel like you'll not be able to do it, it's very courteous. It's human courtesy for you to just text the person and be like, you know what, I know we've made plans, blah, 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 but I'll not be available. Kawaida, just do that. So the person ghosts me for another 6 months. Mind you, this is, I guess, the 4th time they're doing this. So I have been ignoring that for the last 3 times. For the last 3 times in a period of almost 13 years. Yeah, 3 times. This is the 4th time you're doing this. I realized I have identified this as bullshit. I'm not going to give an opportunity to this. I'm not going to try to understand, because what I was doing there was trying to understand. Yeah, that is person X. Right now, I identified it's bullshit. I'm not going to try to understand. I exit. Okay. Fast forward to friendship. Last year, I get to a different working environment, and I feel like, oh, there's this girl. Actually, I love the girl. I love the girl. She was amazing. The journey with when we were friends was amazing and everything, but the instances when someone will come. For me personally, if you are my friend or if you are close, I get concerned with the little things that are happening in your life. I like being there for the people that matters to me. Yeah, that is just me. And I feel like people take advantage a lot of that. It's not good to be too good. Let me tell you, you've been good. It's good. It's good to be good, but have just a little bit of some evil in you, some wickedness. Just have a little of some wickedness in you, because if you're too good, that people will take advantage. And that wickedness, if you have a little wickedness in you, when it awakes, you'll have a sharp eye, or at least the wickedness will be triggering you to understand patterns and learning people. Yeah. So this one, we get closer, we're friends, blah 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 blah. I love being there. I'll be there. I'll go down for you. If you're my friend, I'll go down for you. If you're close, I'll do everything for us. Like, that's just me. I like pouring a lot, and I didn't know that I was pouring and not receiving. So I'm emptying my cup, and people are not feeling, which is something a lot of people do. You're busy there, you keep on giving, and you're not receiving. So you're pouring out of your cup and everything. You're emptying your jar. No one is filling your jar. All right. So I have a friend of mine called Jojo. He'll at the moment he keeps telling me, please, can you just have a little bit of who you were before? Because, and as I mentioned, the more I grow, the more I'm able to understand patterns, to recognize patterns, habits, and everything, and also smell bullshit from a distance. Yeah. So for her case, we get friends, we become friends. I'm there for her, everything, we're always close. She's always there for me and everything. And then all of a sudden she gets quiet. Mimi ukininyamazia na sijui what's happening, I'll give you space. For me personally, with my son, we always have a conversation in the house. You're not going to bed mad. And if you feel like it's too heavy for you, just tell me, I'm not at 100, we'll talk about it. Even with my friends, I'll tell you that. Maybe tomorrow, Rosanna, I'll tell you, today I'm not at 100. Give me time, we'll talk about it. Sawa. But I don't like going I don't like to see a sunset while I'm mad or with a heavy heart. You know, that is something I don't like. So for me, with this friendship, I start to realize, okay, they first time mad at me. I don't know what I did. I ask, you don't want to talk. You come to the office, you're not saying anything. We're going on the same matatu, you're not talking. We're living in the same area, you're not talking. I give it time, all right? Then it goes like that. A month later, she's not talking to me. I'm like, bro, what did I do? Or what's not happening? I don't like the fact that you're not talking to me. Can we have a conversation and let me know what it is? If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. If it's something that I did, I'll apologize. If it's something that you feel like we need to work on, we'll work on it. Yeah, that's what friendship is about. So we get to have a conversation, line out everything, and then we start to go. 2 months down the line, another incident, then you get quiet. I'm like, so the incidences have been happening over and over and over and over. And, you know, as a girl that I am, I'm not trying to say that I am perfect or anything, but it's the fact that for me, I try to understand the role that from what I say, I get to understand the role that I play in my own suffering, or the role that I play in the entire friendship. Okay, so if something that is very heavy on me, and I get the role that I played for this to happen. If it's a relationship that is not working, I get to understand. I make sure that I understand the role that I played for it not to work. If it's a friendship that is not working, I will dig deeper to understand the role that I played for it not to work. Yeah, so in this case, again, another pattern. So my friend AC tells me, recognize the patterns. This person will get mad at me for nothing. Then come next time, they'll start making it look like I am the victim. I realized in the first experience, you are the victim. The second experience and the third experience, you are a volunteer. Because guys, tell me why you'll be going, neighbor, tell me why you'll be going through the same incidents over and over and over, and you don't recognize you are the volunteer. You're giving them that space, you're giving them that, you know. So the lesson I learned from that experience is, the first time you're a victim, the second, the third, and the fourth, you are a volunteer to everything that happens in life. The first time you're a victim, then the second time a volunteer. So for her, I was like, no. It got to a point, the last incident, I was like, you know what, I'm not going, this bullshit, I'm not going to try understand you, I'm not going to try to understand this, I'm walking away. So guys, I've learned to normalize stepping aside, normalize walking away if things are not what you're expecting. If you just recognize some patterns, learn to walk away. If you recognize some patterns and you want to give it time, just take a step back, observe people, observe the reactions, observe how they handle the situation. If it doesn't work, just normalize walking. Yeah, just normalize walking. And also something I came to realize with friendship, I've had a friend for the longest time. This is a friend that I treasure, I value, and everything, who broke my trust most recently for some reasons. Yeah, so I felt like, oh, this is a betrayal, blah 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 blah. But I'm like, oh, this is the first time that this is happening. But no, this is a major shit. Like, this is something. You understand? So again, I realized with friendship, again, for me, I feel like I've been holding into friendship so much, and not the value of it, but the period of it. Because I'll be like, oh, this person, I've known this person for the last 8 years, I've known this person for the last 10 years, we have been friends for the last blah 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 blah. So I'll create an excuse around their behaviors or anything by the period of time that I've known them. Yo, shock on me. Friendships, a relationship, it's not a matter of how long you've known each other, or, you know, it's just a matter of love, respect, all these things together. Like, you know, it's love, respect, trust, all this. It has nothing to do with the period of time that you have known people, because you can meet a friend at the moment who will make life amazing. And I'm not disregarding the point of period, at the period of time that you've had people, because for my best friend, we have been friends since 2013. oh girl, we're old. It has been, actually, we're in 2025, 13 years later, 12 years. Like, she has been my friend for 12 years, and she's one amazing. Tina, I love you, girl. She's one amazing person. So for that one, I can hold into period of time, because there's also respect, there's love, there's a lot that goes into it. But I've realized that it's not about the period of time. Yeah. The last thing that I just want, hey, this video is long. Yeah. But anyway, with those 3 experiences that I've had with 3 close people in my life, I feel like the lessons that I've learned: 1, learn to identify, to recognize patterns. Make sure you try as much as you can. Don't be brutal about it. Don't be gentle. Don't be like, oh, she's my friend. Don't try to make excuses for people. Don't try to understand bullshit. Don't try to understand bullshit. That is something. So identify bullshit and walk away. Don't try to understand that. Chances. The first chance is enough. If I give you 1 chance and you don't change, that is enough. No second chances. Okay, I'm not saying that, when I say Manga, God is a God of second chances, but I know I'm created by God's image. I know I am a God by myself, a little God by myself, because I'm created by her own image, and I can also, by his own image. But I'm not in that level. I'm not in that level. So let him just do the second chances. For me, first chance is enough. You messed it today, I give you a chance. You mess it, we close it at that. Don't try to understand people. Don't make excuses for people. Don't allow people to step on you. Don't allow that heart of, emptying your cup so that you can accommodate people. Don't set yourself on fire just to keep other people warm. Do not, I repeat, do not set yourself on fire to make other people warm. Do not. And lastly, with pattern recognition, sometimes you have to take your losses or cut your losses and just walk with them. Just walk. Just move on. Like, yeah, it did not work. Is it a friendship? It did not work. Let's move on. Is it a business I tried? It did not work because of so. Let's move on. Is it a friendship? It did not work. Is it a relationship that is not working? Let's move on. Do not sit there and suffer. Do not sit there and start trying to understand situations, trying to understand people. No, just walk away. Just step out. Guys, I need everyone to practice pattern recognition. I need you to stop ignoring flags. Do not give a flag at a color, your favorite color, just so that it doesn't look red or it doesn't sound like it's red. Just walk out. If things are not working, you've given a chance to it once and it's not working, go. If someone keeps on repeating the same patterns over and over and over and they're not positive, they're those the ones that are positive and you're like, oh, I love this. Yeah, keep on doing this, you're getting somewhere. Like, now I want to buy a car. If I keep on doing a few things, I might get that car very soon. But if the negative things that you keep on watching and they're hurting you and they're messing with your mental, they're breaking you every time, now and then, time to walk away. Just take your L's and leave. Take your losses and leave. Do not try to understand situations, or do not try to understand bullshit, or give a chance for you to analyze and understand bullshit. Create excuses for people, especially adults. Everyone is an adult. Do not create what are they called? Do not create excuses for people, because this person will repeat the same thing over and over and over, and when it gets to the point where it's a point of no return, you will be breaking vibaya sana. Utakuwa umebreak vibaya sana. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. As I said, it was just a conversation, something I picked from my experiences. So if you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. And if you have something you have learned in life, or some patterns you've picked in life and you feel like they're important for people to learn, just feel free to leave a comment on the comment section. Until next time, guys, bye bye. I love you guys.